Actually,
No, I can fix
try
it.
the other way.
No, I'll fix it. Hold on.
You
Hold on.
overwhelmed.
I'm lotioning my hands! Hello, friends, and welcome to Tori Talks TV. I'm Tori.
And I'm Dr. S.
And this is episode 14 of our show about shows. And by the way, the last episode of 2018.
Bye-bye 2018.
Oh my gosh, so much more to come in 2019.
Yes.
With Tori Talks
sure.
TV.
Yes.
We have a lot in store for you don't want to miss. Everybody stay tuned. I'm really excited. All right, let's jump into it.
Let's do it.
Our first segment today is going to be TV Tidbits. Let's see. Dr. S,
Yes.
you're going to go first today.
I get to go first today.
What's your TV tidbit?
My TV tidbit is, so did you see that Kevin Spacey, who we haven't really heard from in a while. Ooh, I'm looking at the picture. What's with that apron, dude? He put a YouTube video out called Let Me Be Frank. You know Frank Underwood.
From House of Cards?
House of Cards. So we haven't heard from Kevin
No
Spacey
way,
since allegations came out back in 2017. So a little bit over a year ago. Sexual harassment and sexual assault charges.
Yeah.
So he's about to be arraigned on January 7th.
Oh my gosh.
In the state of Massachusetts. And so he chooses, Kevin Spacey, this moment to release a YouTube video where he really blurs the line between Kevin Spacey and Frank Underwood. Like, who is he? He's speaking totally in Frank's accent and voice, and talking about how, you know, the crimes that he's been accused of, and you know, it's just a very, did you see it?
Oh, that's cryptic. Yeah.
It's very awkward. I'm not really sure what his intent is in releasing this video, but it really is kind of like the jig is up, you caught me, or I don't give a frack what you guys think about me. I really don't know what to make of this video.
Is he like living through Frank Underwood? Like, because he was
kind of like this total blurring
Yeah.
of the lines between, like, you know, like Frank Underwood was accused of all these crimes that we as an audience knew he committed, but the public could never prove.
Yeah.
Or the journalists.
Right.
And then now Kevin Spacey is being accused of all these crimes and he's about to be arraigned. And and I just learned today that he has asked to not be present at this arraignment for some reason.
You can do that?
Well, they haven't approved it yet. The judge hasn't decided.
I didn't even know that was an option.
I don't know.
Good
so
to know.
it's just like I haven't really processed how I feel about this whole tidbit.
What are you trying to get out of this?
I don't know, Kevin
what are you
Spacey.
doing, Kevin Spacey?
Yeah, but it doesn't seem really good to me.
Is he like trying to go down swinging?
I feel like he's either like hands up, I surrender, or F you people. I don't give a frack what you guys
or
think about.
both.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. I wonder
I
if
feel like something's about to happen.
Will there be some kind of explanation maybe?
Yeah, or he's gonna disappear forever before he goes to jail. That was a weird silence.
No, I'm like trying to process this. That's interesting. And the apron really doesn't help. So
and
anyway.
what is he? Is that his house? Like, is it really his house? It's like a Christmas apron.
Looks like poor quality
Very
too.
bad lighting. Who's holding that? Like, did he just like? Did he just stand the phone
the
up
only
against
friend he has left
on his bread
That's
box?
who's holding it.
Yeah.
Probably.
That's all.
Sorry,
I got,
Kevin
people.
Spacey. Okay, good one.
Yes.
As always, you
Let's
always
think
have good
about
ones.
that.
So my TV tidbit I'm super excited about. So this is about Sandra Oh and Andy Samberg hosting the Golden Globes.
Yes!
Dude!
Yes.
Okay, first, when they announced this, I was like, wait, what? And then I was reminded that they actually presented an award together at the Emmys, and I guess they were, like, super funny when they did it. So, like, I think they caught the attention of, like, the Golden Globe people. Anyway, so let me just tell you what's going on here. So this only the second duo ever to host. Obviously, the most famous duo, Amy Poehler, Tina Fey, in their like 3-year stint of doing it. Yeah, so that's really cool. And then, so basically, she will be making history. Again, she's already made history, but she's making history as the first Asian person, man or woman, to host the Golden Globes, which is super exciting.
Good job, Sandra. Oh,
I know, and I just love this promo. Can you see the promo shot?
I do.
I love that. Look at that. They're so classy.
She's so cute.
I think this might be like a little bit of a breath of fresh air, like just from like, you know, hosts from previous, you know, so like obviously he's a known comedian. He's like, you know, he's on SNL. I get it. Like she's funny, just like, you know, Grey's Anatomy, her character, right? So she's funny, but like you never really think of her as like comedian. So I think it's a cool little contrast to put them together.
I'm excited to see
I'm so excited about it. So the Golden Globes will be on January 6th. So stay tuned and see how they
Yay.
do. I'm sure they're going to do great. But I had to talk about it because how cool is that?
That's awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my TV tidbit.
I
All right.
like that. Thank you.
Yeah.
I love Sandra.
I know. I
saw
love her too.
at a sushi restaurant.
She's
in LA
You
once.
saw her live.
Yes, with John Krasinski. I'm not kidding. Jim from The Office.
You saw her with Jim Halpert from The Office.
Together.
Wait, they were together, like romancing it?
No, just hanging out.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know. I can't say that. They were just friends looking to me. But they were together.
Wait,
just down
did they maybe go on a date and we don't...
I
you
mean,
just broke this news?
It could have been a business meeting. I don't know. I'm
Or
not.
they went on
this
a
was
date.
like 10 years ago.
Exactly. Maybe they dated.
I didn't say that, people.
You heard it here first, folks. John Krasinski and Sandra Oh dated. Even if it was just one time. She saw it.
Eating sushi. Sushi happy hour.
Wow. I learned a lot today.
Breaking news on Tori Talks
Breaking
TV.
news! This is why you watch Tori Talks TV. You are welcome. All right. Well, let's move on, shall we? Okay, let's talk about our Worth a Watch. So this segment is where we recommend a show that we think that you should be watching. My Worth a Watch is Worst Cooks of America on Food Network.
Okay.
Okay, are you familiar with this show?
No.
Okay. So this show takes like average people that don't know how to cook at all. Like usually their families do the submission tape for them. Like you got to teach them how to cook. So they're not chefs. They've never been trained. They don't know what the hell they're doing in the kitchen. So they're like put with these like very prestigious culinary experts as their coaches, right? So every week they're like taught different things and but first, the first episode, they always do their signature dish. And what I mean by signature dish is like what they're known for making, which it could be toast, it could be eggs, it could be peanut butter and jelly, or my favorite, Bloody Mary chicken.
Ooh.
Which sounds good in theory if executed correctly. This one, no. I think they spit it out. I think when they were trying it, the judges like spit it out.
Oh, I thought it was like regurgitated food. That sounds
well,
awful.
pretty much is what it looked like, yeah. So anyway, it's really funny. Every week they learn something different and it's really, really cool and fun to watch them grow and learn. And I think I have some kind of a like fascination with watching people learning new skills like that are totally out of their element. Like, for example, Dancing with the Stars.
Oh.
But you know what differs from Dancing with the Stars is that the winners are chosen by the culinary experts, not the...
America.
They let me down. I'm not over it. Can you tell? Anyway. So, and then at the end, the final episode, the worst cook that's crowned the winner is actually judged by an expert panel of judges. So, you know, people that know how to do this, know how to I was going to say know how to dance. See, I'm not over it. Yeah.
Know how to eat.
Know how to cook. Exactly.
Yes.
Know what it should taste like. So anyway, it will be on Sunday, January 6th. Wait, the same night as the Golden Globes? Yes. I just realized
one day before the arraignment of Kevin Spacey.
Wow.
Big week.
Oh my gosh, you guys. There's a lot to do in January.
Call out sick.
Yeah, exactly.
We got things to do.
Take the whole week off from Sunday to Saturday. Anyway, so please watch it at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Food Network.
Okay.
Wait, did you go yet?
No.
Okay,
I am
Dr.
next.
S, your turn.
I have a worth a watch. I do. It is, are you ready for it?
Yes.
It's called She-Ra and the Princess of Power.
Why does this...
Princesses of Power, plural.
It sounds familiar. Wait,
Yes.
why?
So back in the 80s, when you were just a little baby, there was a cartoon called She-Ra,
yes,
Princess, singular,
okay,
of Power. Spin-off of He-Man, Masters of the Universe.
Good, I got it.
Yes. So
connecting the
She-Ra,
dots.
Princess, She-Ra, Princess of Power, only lasted 2 seasons.
Oh.
Surprisingly, did you know 93 episodes in that season? They must have had like an episode.
93
I don't know.
episodes?
They turned out things.
There's 52 weeks in a year.
One a week, I guess.
Oh.
They turned out things quickly, according to IMDb.
Okay, thank you, IMDb.
But so I learned that Netflix and DreamWorks got together and did a reboot of She-Ra.
And had a baby.
I was kind of like, you know what? I loved She-Ra and He-Man back in the day. So, you know, and I love that now the world is catering to me, the Gen X market, because
Obviously.
I've got money to spend on products and subscriptions.
They want your money.
They want my money.
Above anything
Which is
else.
fine because make stuff that I want to see. So She-Ra, Princesses of Power.
Gotcha. Okay.
Came out just, I think, September 2018. 1 season so far, but I think they've greenlighted 3 more seasons.
What are you
And
saying?
I watched a couple episodes, and I say it is worth a watch. Worth a watch, people.
Just for your Gen Xers?
Just for the fact that, like, well, I was kind of, like, skimming it. Like, is this something I maybe would show to my children? No.
Okay. Nope. That's a hard no.
Not for sensitive children at this time.
Oh.
It's a little dark.
Oh, really?
It's a little dark, but
is this live action?
No, it's totally on. Can you see the picture?
Animation?
See the picture?
Just kidding.
No, she's so cool though. She's like cool. She kind of looks anime style. What I like about her is that she's like the original She-Ra had this like strapless situation. Like you can't really fight like, you know, in like a strapless thing and a little skirt because you're gonna show your stuff.
You're gonna show a lot.
Yeah, but she's got bike shorts. She's got sleeves. She's got boots on.
Good for her.
She's like here to really fight and win,
go.
and it's realistic to me. So far that I have seen, well, He-Man's not gonna be in it. There was just an article came out this week where like people are like, "Where's He-Man? Where's He-Man? He-Man's her brother."
What happened?
They're like, "No, he really doesn't belong in this story that they've created.
Oh, okay.
There's no room for him in this world." So it's really just gonna be about girls.
Hey, that's cool.
Fighting and saving, like fighting against the Horde. Yeah. Oh. So I've only seen a couple episodes, but I'm gonna see it through. Hey. Possible future humor me topic.
Hey girl, hey. That's awesome.
The only man so far in is this little guy with a half cut shirt. Yeah.
And what does he do?
He fights with the princesses of power.
Oh, yeah. How cute.
I know, he's really nice.
With his crop top. Okay.
Yeah. So it's fun. It's worth the watch. It's really action-packed. I actually wanted to keep binging, but I needed to like get my life together and stop watching TV in the middle of the night.
Right.
But I'm going to keep watching and I will keep you posted on how it is.
Oh, cool. Please let me know. Yeah.
That's fun.
It probably wouldn't be as like nostalgic for me because I don't remember. I've heard of She-Ra, but yeah, that's really cool. Let me know if you think that I should watch it.
It's fun stuff. She's blonde. She kicks butt.
And I'm sold. I'm just kidding. Okay, cool. Thanks, Dr. S.
You're welcome.
Great, worth the watch. Way to change it up.
Too.
Yeah, with the animation.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to one of our other weekly segments called Humor Me. Okay, so Humor Me. We have 60 seconds to talk about whatever we want, and you have to listen to it. Please and thank you.
You have no choice.
No, but it's 60 seconds. You can do it.
It's like, what do you
Give us
have
a
to do?
minute of your time.
Yeah, we deserve it.
Oh, Dr. S, guess what? You're going to go first.
Oh, it's so much pressure.
Oh, what's she going to talk about this week, kids?
So,
okay, 60 seconds on the clock.
I couldn't talk until he pushes the button.
Ready, set, go.
Okay, so just like last week, I am going to continue talking about The Good Place, which you turned me on to. Yay. And just in case you need some advice, here are some ways you can earn and lose points.
Let me know.
1. Use the term bro code. minus 8.20. Use Facebook as a verb. minus 5.5. Rev a motorcycle. You think that's good or bad? Bad. Negative 64.42. Commit genocide. Don't do it. Bad. No. Negative 433,115.25.
Whoa.
0.25.
What? It counts.
Give out full-size candy bars at Halloween. Plus 633.59. It pays to give out full-size. Who doesn't love that?
Everybody does.
Donate blood. Plus 911.72. I mean, you're saving lives there.
Great job.
Save a person from a house fire. Plus 1,909.47. Yeah. Help mom with her printer. Plus 60.09.
Hey, Dr. S. Yeah. Great job, dude. That was perfect timing.
Yeah.
I'm going to The Good Place.
I timed that good. Yeah, I was going to say, I think you are.
I help my mom with my printer
weekly. I was thinking about you when I saw that. Yeah. I don't know what you lose when you don't help her. Probably more.
We'll find out and let us know next time.
Okay.
Yeah, that is one of the best shows ever.
I know, so good.
That's great. Thank you. You got it all
I chose exactly the right amount for 60 seconds.
You did perfect. Great job. All right, well, it's time to do my Humor Me, and we're going to start it right now. Ready? Go! Okay, so I'm talking about Teen Mom. So this episode, they had the reunion. So this is where all the teen moms come together, and they talk to Dr. Drew. You know, Drew Pinsky? Anyway, we know him. Yeah, so they talk about everything that happened during the season. So what I thought was really cool this season is that Macy one of my favorite teen moms. She was really cool to like be like, give everybody a pat on the back. Hey, all you moms are different, including the new ones, Bristol and Cheyenne. Like, you're all doing a great job. You're all going through crazy things. And everybody, like, they're putting themselves out there, like, in a public platform, you know, like the format that they're in. So, like, they are getting scrutiny and they're getting, like, crappy things said to them on, like, social media, and that can't be easy to do. So she's like, hey, good job. It's like the sense of camaraderie. I love it. And then there's Amber, who's not taking it very well, and she's threatening to leave the show. But guess what? She threatens to leave the show every freaking reunion. So it's like, if you're going to do it, just do it. But I doubt you are, because that's your bread and butter, huh? And I get it. It's easy money, dude. So do what you got to do. So anyway, that in a nutshell is Teen Mom Reunion. I can't wait for next season.
Oh, yeah. That was the end of the season?
Yeah.
Oh.
Of the OG season.
I didn't know Dr. Drew Lipinski.
Yeah.
He's from Left Line on
yes,
K-Rock.
Drew Lipinski.
In
I
high
forgot
school,
the law.
we would listen to Dr. Drew.
Yes, I did see
I
that.
didn't know that he was...
Yeah, he's like very invested in their lives. He's always like, hey, you grew a lot. Or like, I'm so proud of you. Like, he's like a father figure to all of them.
I learned so much from Dr. Drew when I was a teenager.
Did too. Yeah?
Like almost everything I know about life.
Oh.
Sadly, I know.
No, that's great. I really like him. I think he's really good for those teen moms that are not teens anymore, but you know.
Yeah.
That's what the show started out as, and that's what it'll always be.
Good job.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, Dr. S. So we get to now talk about our favorite segment, which is called Fab 5. This one is a very special Fab 5 because it is the end of the year. It's the end of 2018. So we are going to be talking about our top 5 most memorable TV moments of 2018.
Yes.
All right, Dr. S. I think that I will go first in revealing my number 5. So my number 5 most memorable TV moment of 2018 is the Emmy's Proposal.
What?
Sound familiar? No?
No.
Emmy's Proposal by Glenn Weiss. He won an Emmy for like a variety show director of something or whatever. Do you remember this guy? Look at that.
Okay.
When so he won his award, and then at the end of it, he's like, I want to take this time to say that I love my girlfriend. She's amazing, blah, blah, blah. And also, I want to bring her up here. And then he proposed to her.
Sweet.
You don't remember this?
You know what? I missed it.
It's like the first time you see a proposal on like a very prestigious like award show.
I missed it.
It was very memorable because obviously it's never been done before. I don't know who he is, but now we do, right?
Yeah, it's not that I don't remember it. I just don't think I ever saw it.
Well,
but if I did, I bet I would
go on
remember it.
YouTube.
I will now
watch
because
it.
that's
It's very sweet.
That's the point of your list.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, yeah, check that out.
Okay, well, check it out.
Yes.
And your number 5, Dr. S? What is it?
So my number 5 is from The Handmaid's Tale, season 2. Wait, do you see the picture? June in the bloodbath.
Oh,
do you remember that image?
You didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened there?
We thought that she lost the baby,
but
she did not lose that baby.
No, she did not.
Like, she's just like in the blood bath. She's like in the bath and she's bleeding out, and we think she has a miscarriage, but she didn't. But that image that they did, it's like her reflection.
I thought it was a dream.
Oh no, it really happened.
Oh, wow.
She actually bled.
She did bleed.
They found her like in the snow bleeding.
Oh, that's when she threw herself out the window.
The only reason they were keeping her alive was because she was pregnant. And if she lost that baby, she would be dead.
Yep.
And then like we see her in the bath like that and we're like, "Oh crap, like why would they keep her alive?"
What happened? Yeah.
But thank goodness. Thank goodness.
You guys, she's fine. Rest assured.
Despite all that blood in the bath.
Yeah.
She's not dead. The baby's not dead.
No.
Baby's alive.
She's not either. As far as we know.
I just relived that moment.
Oh, that's tense. Yeah.
She's
that's very memorable for sure.
You remember that?
I get that one. Yeah.
It's such the shot though. She's in the bloodbath.
It reminds me of Dexter.
Mm-hmm.
When we found Rita dead because of the Trinity Killer. Damn you, Trinity Killer. Okay.
Exactly.
Anyway, so I digress. Number 4 for me is Nick Pearson's still alive.
Oh.
This Is Us. Wait a minute. So, I did not see this coming watching This Is Us every single episode, every season so far. So, I knew it was like mysterious, like his death, right? But then we find out in the season finale, or series...
Fall finale. Mid-season, aka mid-season finale
of This Is Us, that no, Nicky Pearson is still alive. And we see him in that maybe, I don't know, trailer,
like a trailer.
cabin,
it's
some
an RV.
sort. Yeah. And he's alive, dude. He's got mail addressed to him.
They're not far away. He's still in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, exactly. And we find out he's going to be played by Griffin Dunn, the older Nicky Pearson.
Oh,
yeah, I did. Yeah,
you know what's so funny, Tori?
What?
Guess what my number 4 is?
What's your number 4?
It's not that exact moment, but it's from the same episode of This Is Us.
No.
The fall finale. Yes. Can we get that picture on the screen? Do you see that? That's Randall and Tess going to see Beth.
Becca. Oh,
Beth?
Beth.
And are they divorced? I don't know.
Oh, that's
but to me,
they're meeting up to go see Rebecca.
It was a close. That episode was going to be for sure my number 4, but which moment? Nikki or...
Oh.
Because to me, Beth and Randall breaking up is like the worst thing that could happen to me.
A lot of memorable things happen on This Is Us this season. Yeah, I get it. No, I know, because you're like, wait, why is she there teaching at this like ballet studio or whatever? And
are they divorced? And then, I can't.
Oh, I know.
They can't.
They're not supposed to get divorced. Not them.
I don't want to be a person who lives in denial, but it seems like that's what they're telling us.
Of all the couples on This Is Us, not them.
But isn't that weird that same episode is our number 4?
Yeah.
It's like almost the same.
Wow. That's really cool, Dr. S.
So funny.
But yeah, they did great this season.
Yeah.
Of course they did. They're amazing, Dan Fogelman. Good job, creator.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, I would like to move on to my number 3, and I want to say this with a deep breath. My number 3 most memorable TV moment of 2018 is when freaking Bobby Bones won Dancing with the Stars. Come on! Again, not over it. I may have mentioned it earlier.
It's okay. Get it out.
Okay, in my worth a watch. So, okay. I talked about this before. If you've seen previous episodes, Bobby freaking Bones won Dancing with the Stars. Okay, this is why it's shocking, memorable to me. Because of the 4 finalists, they had 4 this time to work with, okay? It's not like they narrowed down to 3 or 2. They had 4. All the other 3 were like actually great dancers. No. Great person, right? Cool.
Not
grateful.
A good
humble.
Dancer.
Not a good dancer. Just to repeat myself. No, he was not. And again, if you look at the image, it's 2 images when they have the mirror ball and then her realizing, wait, what? She's like laughing because it's like, no, this can't be true. His face is like, what? Because he should not have won Dancing with the Stars, America.
No,
it's really cute and all, rooting for the underdog. I totally get that. But in this situation, you got it so wrong.
America, you got it wrong.
You did it again. Okay, anyway.
Oh my gosh.
That's okay. So I had to put that on my list because you obviously know how like passionate I am about this. And how
not a good dancer.
Just watch previous episodes. You'll see. Yeah. Anyway, I have to stop talking. I literally just got really hot. So let's move on.
I got goosebumps of anger for you. Freaking America. No! You like to get things wrong.
Don't do it.
Well, guess what my number 3 is?
What?
It is the video for This Is America.
Childish Gambino. Yeah. This is America. Literally.
America. Get it together.
Oh my God.
You want the black people to entertain you, but then you also want to blame them for everything bad in America.
Oh my gosh, but Bobby Bones winning Dancing with the Stars.
It's America's
America.
Fault. Yes. I'm sorry, America. Get it together.
That's so
this
appropriate.
Video, it just like, I just think about it all the time. The very first time I saw this video, the scenario was weird. Someone was showing it to me, not to point fingers.
Oh.
In front of my 7-year-old son.
Wait, what?
You know how it starts? And he like, boom. Hi. Let me explain
Bag
that
over the head, shoots the man. Yeah.
Yes, but it's a very good video.
I think it's one of the best videos I've ever seen in my life. One of the best
critical commentaries on like the world and how race relations in the U.S.
Yeah.
And so it's really good. And I get goosebumps every time.
Wow.
And every time I see the video, I think, damn, that's good. And I also remember the first time I saw it and I was just like, whoa.
You know, some things that I took away from this video, first of all, Childish Gambino, great dancer.
Genius.
Yeah. Great dancer. Great visionary.
Mm-hmm.
Genius. Yes, exactly. One of my favorite songs. Like, first of all, gospel. Hello. They have gospel in it. They have the whole gospel part. I mean, they get shot to death. But anyway. But they're trying to keep it real. I mean, that really happened. The people in the church that were killed.
Yes, it was around the same time.
Exactly. So, I mean, you know what's really neat about him is he's, like, very mysterious in the way, like, they ask him, like, what did you mean by that video? Even though everybody already knows. They're like, what did you mean? He's like, you figure it out for yourself. He doesn't even talk about it ever. So, hey, that's a good one.
That's some good stuff.
Yeah.
It's a good song, too.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like,
changes,
even if you didn't watch the video, that's still a really good song. Yeah. I listen to it a lot.
Yes.
Okay, so let's move on to number 2.
Okay.
So my number 2 most memorable TV moment of 2018 is when Roseanne was canceled. So this is kind of like a twofer for me because, like, okay, so first of all, Roseanne said some pretty inappropriate things via Twitter. Okay, not cool. I get it. So I thought maybe, like, she'll be disciplined, like maybe like suspended for a few episodes. No, they went ahead and fired her. And then, you know, what's Roseanne without Roseanne? So then they just canceled the whole series. So it made me a little sad. It was a little shocking the way that went down, especially since, like, Roseanne is near and dear to my heart. It is my number 1 favorite TV sitcom of all time for many reasons. Obviously, like, pre this season. You know, Roseanne had a lot, like a big part in, like, the writing of that series. She wanted to make sure that people were represented that aren't usually represented. She talked a lot about, like, homosexuality. She had gay characters on there. She also had the first female-female kiss on TV. Also, she was trying to represent the Black community when, okay, so DJ Connor, little boy, didn't want to kiss the Black girl in the play just because she was Black, and she was, like, not having it. She was, like, went on this rant about how we're every bit as good as Black people, we are the same, and anybody that says different is a poor excuse for respectable white trash like us. It was awesome, and she talked about people with poverty, and the lights went out, they couldn't pay their bills, so it's really sad to see her, that she would say something like that. I don't even really know if she knew who she was talking about, but either way, I was sad for all the actors and the crew that lost their job because of her stupid tweet. I mean, it was nonsensical. It didn't even make any sense, right? So anyway, it was very shocking to me, and it was memorable because I loved seeing all those characters again, like, all grown up. And Darlene, that's my homegirl. Like, that's my number 1 fantasy TV best friend. Like, so, and then, of course, like, Laurie Metcalf is hilarious, John Goodman. So I was sad to see them go, but then I was uplifted again when the Connors debuted. Yay. So everything turned out fine for me. Maybe not for Roseanne, but I'm happy now.
She's got residual money.
She'll be fine. And they stopped playing Roseanne, like, on networks, but guess what? They started playing them again. So, like, I can breathe a sigh of relief, and they're still going to get their residual pay.
And the Connors is still on.
And the Connors is still on, and it's so good if you love Roseanne. If you don't, then you probably don't care at all. But I'm glad I can see my Darlene, my Sarah Gilbert again. So, I can breathe easy now. So anyway, cool. She is so cool. I love her so much. Anyway, so please tell me what your number 2 is.
Okay, so my number 2, similarly, was involved in a little controversy. So, but rather than cancel the show when its star got into some trouble, Kevin Spacey, who I already talked about today.
House of Cards!
So, they thought about just, like, ending it. It actually ended at a decent place. Remember, in the penultimate season, they're like, it's my turn. Could have been a great ending. It would have been fun.
Could have been done.
But they were like, you know what? All those people who were not involved in Kevin Spacey's shenanigans, they deserve to keep their jobs, and let's have another season.
Why punish them? Yeah.
Centered around Claire. Yes. So in this final season of House of Cards, in the episode where Claire's, like, showing her rival Annette Patterson, like, oh, I just want to show you. Annette Shepherd.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What? I just want to show you something before you walk away. She opens the door, and it's her cabinet. All female.
All female cabinet.
I love that moment. Gives me goosebumps.
Big moment.
One of my favorite moments, maybe not just of 2018, but in TV history.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, you know, not a lot of,
number
like...
two, though, huh?
Of the year. Number 2 of the year.
Of the year, got it.
So not a lot of, like, truth or fact behind this. Like, is it going to happen in the near future? I doubt it, but I just love the fantasy of a female president and a female cabinet, and, like, boom.
Female empowerment.
Here
Woo!
we are.
Yeah.
So they thought they were going to take her down with the 25th Amendment. She was like, remember the mascara? She was like, mascara, I'm crazy. You have to take me. Yeah. And then she was just like, guess what? I'm not crazy. And you're all fired
to be president.
You're all fired, and look at my cabinet.
My beautiful all-female cabinet. That's right. I forgot about that.
Remember,
I'm glad you pointed that out. Yeah, we did. We talked about that.
2018.
Yeah. Yep. When we did our review of House of Cards. Yep. We definitely mentioned that because it was a huge moment.
Claire, you crazy, but I like that moment.
But we like it. Yes. Okay. Well, here we go. It's time for our number 1 personal most memorable TV moments of 2018. So my number 1 is when the murderer is revealed in Sharp Objects. Dr. S, do you remember when I put Sharp Objects as one of my worth a watch shows?
I need to watch this show.
This show is so good.
I'm so scared.
Okay, so I'm sorry, but spoiler alert, we find out who, like, one of the murderers are. So, like, winky face. So, okay, it's not even really that we found out who the murderer is. It's the post-credit scene. So, like, okay, credits are rolling. You just saw the finale of this season. And you're like, whatever, like, I gotta go take a pee break. And then you're like, wait, what? What's that on the screen? And it shows these, like, flashes, these scenes of her, the murderer, carrying out this act. But it's like, obviously inhumane. All murder is inhumane, first of all. But it's like, but this girl who plays her the actress is amazing. And she's, like, beautiful. She's Australian, not in the show, of course. But, like, if I were to, like, see her in the shoot, I'd be, like, terrified. I'd be like, I didn't do it, I'm sorry! Like, don't hurt me! She's that good. And, like, you get to really see the devious side of her in those scenes. So, really, the most shocking part, most memorable TV moment for me is when you see how she murders these people. You freak?
I feel like
you
I have to
weirdo?
watch this. I'm scared, though.
Please watch it, Dr. S.
Okay.
Make this one of the shows that you watch in 2019 because...
Here.
It's so
HBO,
well done.
right?
HBO.
Okay.
HBO, you're really impressing me lately. Besides Game of Thrones, we get it. That's a given. But, like, Big Little Lies and now Sharp Objects,
Okay.
you're nailing it.
I'll do it.
Good job. Okay.
Only if
What?
you watch my number 1.
What's your number 1?
Okay, so my number 1 is from the season finale of season 2 of 13 Reasons Why.
Oh my gosh, I still haven't seen it!
I said it during my Worth a Watch that one week where I was like, the craziest thing that I've ever seen on TV happens in this finale. And I just want to tell you that this scene actually made me make a huge life change.
Wait, no.
I didn't spoil it when I talked about it in the Worth a Watch, but I'll just spoil it now because, I mean, people are talking about it. In the finale, Tyler, you know Tyler?
Mm-hmm.
So Tyler was a photographer. He was a little awkward. You know, he was involved in Hannah's death in season 1. And in season 2, he kind of like, he has to go away for rehabilitation for a while. He just like is out of school for a while. And the day he comes back to school, the jocks are kind of mad at him, like really mad at him. And there's a very, 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 very heavy scene where he is sexually assaulted in the bathroom.
No.
It's one of the worst things I've ever seen on TV, which I mentioned during the Worth a Watch. But that's not the scene that makes this the most memorable thing of 2018 for me. It's where he goes home that night and his mom asks him, so how was your first day back at school? And he goes, it was fine.
Oh, Tyler.
He doesn't tell his mom.
How do you tell your mom
because he
something
doesn't
like
feel
that?
like, he doesn't feel like there's no point in telling his mom. And that really, really moved me.
Oh, that's
so that
so
was
sad.
kind of
Most
my
memorable.
kind of like a really chilling moment for me in TV for 2018.
Oh my gosh, that's so sad.
So you need to watch it so we can
I'm
talk
long
about
overdue.
it more.
I know. I should have seen it a long time ago.
There will be a season 3. There is going to be a season 3.
I better hurry
Yeah,
up.
so yeah.
Oh, so sad,
that's
but memorable.
Memorable.
Yeah.
Memorable. And
Memorable,
just like really sad.
Oh my gosh, that's too bad.
I know, it's really sad. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry to end 2018.
But that is stuff like that, scenes like that is what
it
makes
stuck
it memorable.
with me.
Yeah, exactly. All right, everybody. Hey, you want to comment below and let us know what your most memorable TV moment of 2018 was? That would be great, because maybe it's the same, maybe it differs, but we would like to hear, because I know a lot happened in 2018 on TV, so let us know. Okay, well, let's bring it back up.
Okay.
I know, because that's
Sorry,
heavy.
people.
No, keep it real, man. Speaking of keeping it real,
Oh.
our wall of fame this week is, okay, ready for our new inductee? It is The Real World! MTV's The Real World. Oh my gosh, I can't say enough about this show. So first of all, it debuted in 1992, and may I just say, it broke the mold for reality television.
Yes.
I feel like this was like the original
It
reality
created
show.
the mold.
It created the mold.
maker.
I feel like that's true, right? Okay,
Yeah.
I thought so. So, basically, The Real World, if I'm just going to recite this for you.
Do
So,
it.
this is the story of 7 strangers picked to live in a house, work together, and have their lives taped to find out what happens when people stop being polite and start getting real. This is The Real World.
Yes.
And then they had like different cities. So the first city that they were in was New York. So it was so cool that they took, again, these 7 strangers, they put them together in a house and they just like taped them. And like you just like see their everyday life, right?
Yep.
So I remember, so I don't remember seeing the first season, to be completely honest with you, but let me tell you my favorite seasons. So my favorite seasons are season 3, San Francisco.
Yes.
And season 7, Seattle.
Yes, same.
Are you?
The same too.
Shut your face.
Yes.
Because they were the best
They were
and the
the
most
best.
influential. So
Yes.
let's talk about
Okay.
season 3, San Francisco, because we have to. Okay, so in the San Francisco season, it was kind of like the watershed season with Pedro.
Pedro Zamora.
Oh, bless his heart. So he wasn't like the first openly gay roommate on this show. That was actually in season 1, New York. But he was the first one that had been talking about living with AIDS. So he was HIV positive, obviously, and he was very open about it. He talked about it, and I feel like that was like still 1992. No, 90. It would have been 95 by then. It was like a time where like people weren't really talking about it, and I think that it's amazing how far like gay acceptance and like representation has changed since, and maybe because of Pedro.
Well, people were talking about AIDS since the 80s, but they had never
Right.
seen the face
Somebody-
of AIDS until the
Right.
real world brought Pedro into our living rooms.
Exactly.
So that was really groundbreaking.
And he just made it seem like, it's not scary. Like,
Yeah.
it's just, it happens. It's real. And,
It's not because you're a bad person.
absolutely not. And,
No.
I mean, how sweet was he? Like,
Yeah.
how do you not love Pedro? You know what I mean?
Totally.
So then also what was really cool is they had a commitment ceremony, he and his partner Sean. So that was before, like, gay marriage was legal. So that was, like, the closest thing they were going to get to that. So that was really sweet. Unfortunately, he did pass away. He was only 22 years old. Can you believe that?
So sad.
And a lot of very influential people came out of that season. I mean, he was really good friends with, I think his name was Judd. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Judd.
Yeah, and then he married, what's her name?
Oh,
I
I
love
know.
her so much. Anyway, she was amazing. So they got married. They're still together to this day. Pam, yes. So Judd and Pam got together because of that season, and they remained good friends with everybody except Rachel from that season. I think she went on to marry somebody from Boston.
Oh.
Yeah, and then like he became like this like political figure. Anyway,
Yes.
so I think that their politics, political
Yes.
views differ a little bit, so they didn't really keep in touch. But anyway, some amazing people came out of that season. Maybe not Puck, but he was funny. He was very entertaining nonetheless. So I thought that was really cool that we get to see people
Yeah.
like Pedro. Not just Pedro. I mean, it wasn't just about Pedro, but how big of a deal was he? You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So anyway, and then if we go to season 7, Seattle, another very cool bunch of people. I want to talk about Irene. She was the roommate, whatever. What do you want to call her? She was on there and she had Lyme disease, and she actually ended up leaving the show early for whatever reason, maybe personal. But what was interesting, not to make this all about gay people, but this is like really where gay people, like, people got to see this, So Irene exited the show early. She was leaving. She asked her roommate Steven to like walk her to her cab, right? So this is the moment that's known as the slap heard around the world. So Steven, who was openly homophobic during the season with his other roommates, Nate, who I think he was like a military man, so I don't know, for whatever reason. He's a macho guy. Anyway, so he walks her out to the car, and she's like, hey, Steven, I just want to let you know, like, a marriage between you and I would never work because you're homosexual. He did not take that well, being homophobic, and he, like, slapped her. Like, opened her cab door and slapped her. Anyway, so that was obviously, like, not cool. But do you know what's interesting about that, Doctoress?
Tell me.
Steven, 10 years later, came out as gay. He was closeted during that time. And
That's what it listed slaps.
Most likely, yeah. Well, that they're like, there's no way to prove that you're heterosexual, like slapping a woman. What? Like, that's not gonna do it, dude. Anyway, so I will say that there have been plenty of seasons. There was even a Las Vegas season.
Yes,
there was
reunion.
a London, a Paris. Like, they went all over the world. And then, like, more recently, it's more just been about, like, themes. Like, there was, like, the real world, like, skeletons in the closet. And, like, I think, like, their exes showed up. So I haven't really enjoyed those seasons as much. It's more about, like, hooking up and partying, which I
those
mean...
early seasons were the best because it was just, like, 7 people. They weren't really choosing people, like, to be super dramatic or like with big issues. It was just like 7 random people. Let's see what happens. People. Yeah. But then I think as things went on, like I remember Hawaii was a turning point for me because they had I forgot her name, but the girl who had like an alcoholism problem. Yes. And I think because she got so much attention, the casting kind of turned that direction. Oh. So I know that I kind of lost a little bit of interest, but I think in terms of like the impact that the Real World had on television. Yes. I mean, impacting shows like Survivor. Like, let's put all the reality shows, but on an island. Or like, I even remember those, like The Bachelor or like the dating shows, like those Paradise Hotel ones. Like just to put
Big
people,
Brother.
Yes, Big Brother, definitely. People but in a house.
Yeah,
cameras 24/7.
They don't get to leave the house.
Yes,
but still,
exactly. So definitely. So definitely, they're an
revolutionary.
Impact.
Yeah,
for sure.
No, I know. So there have been, I think, over 30 seasons.
33.
33 seasons. But it is really, obviously it's entertaining to like watch people like hang out and see what they're gonna do, and you know, when you have all different personalities coming together, it's like what's gonna happen. But yeah, a little disappointed with the recent years, but what's really cool that came out of it was the challenge. They still do you remember when they do the challenge? Road Rules World Challenge. Road Rules is no more, unfortunately, which was a really cool show, but the Real World people have they stuck around to like do the challenges, and the challenges are like, I don't know, they're just basically like physical competitions, Survivor-esque. And they put them together, and sometimes it's men versus women, sometimes it's like OGs versus the newbies, and they keep it going that way. Yes. So it's kind of cool with the expansion shows that have happened from it. So it's still entertaining, but it had to be on our Wall of Fame because who doesn't love the Real World?
Exactly.
Especially those early.
Good job, MTV.
Episodes. I know. And now I watch Teen Mom.
I mean, almost every reality show is like The Real World meets Teen Moms.
Exactly. So, exactly. Thank you very much, MTV, for starting this whole, shenanigans business. Anyway, all right. So, welcome to our Wall of Fame. Happy to have you. And here we are now, Dr. S. It's a little bittersweet. We have come to the end of our episode, our last episode of 2018. Hey, everybody. We hope you enjoyed this first year of Tori Talks TV. Please comment below. Let us know how we're doing, if you liked everything, if you didn't like everything. And like and subscribe and give us some love because we all love you.
We do.
Everybody here at Tori Talks TV. And you know what? We'll see you next year. Yeah. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
All right. Happy TV watching, everybody. We can't wait for 2019. See you next time and next year on Tori Talks TV. Bye-bye. Is there only cavemen?
Cave person. I'm sorry.
That's all right. It's been a long night.
Tarzan's not the same thing as a cave woman.
George of the Jungle.
George
of the Jungle.
Strong as he can be.
George of the Jungle, strong as he can be.